I had been living with a narcissist for many years. I recently took the courage to get out of the relationship. At times, I get tempted to get back in touch with them. But I know deep in my heart that it will not be good for me. What should I do?
It appears you already have your answer. You say you know deep within your heart something, and yet you have this confusion. So let's try and analyze your entire question statement. You say you have been living with a narcissist for so many years. You have already labeled them as a narcissist. Now, the point is, no person is a narcissist. Narcissism is a state of being which is temporary, like every other state of being. Even the state of being a man or a woman is temporary, it starts at birth and ends at death. Narcissism is similar. So, if your statement that you were living with a narcissist is merely a statement of the fact as you see it, that is perfectly fine. If, however, that very labeling puts you in some kind of unease, then that means a part of it might well be just your projection. So that is one part. Maybe you recognize something of this kind and that is the reason why you still have a confusion. Possible. We'll leave it at that. You recently took the courage to get out of the relationship. That essentially means that you have been wanting to get out of the relationship for a long time but could not get the courage to get out of it. Fantastic. It is good that you managed to take the courage to do something in your own words, in your own worldview. That's exactly what has happened. And that is fantastic because that is how life apparently progresses. And attempting to go back to something that has been let go of in the course of your life is not necessarily a very meaningful thing to do. Having said that, we will still keep that also part. Then the third thing that you said was every once in a while you are tempted to get back in touch with them. This is very interesting. If you are tempted to get back in touch with them, nobody knows what's going to happen when you get back in touch with them. And that's perfectly fine. But at some level, fairly deep, you still sense some unfinished business with them. So there are only two possibilities for this. One is you resolve that unfinished agenda within yourself, because the unfinished agenda is not with the external person but with the image of that person within you. Once you have resolved that, you will not find the need to get back in touch with them. But until you do that, you will definitely keep finding the need to somehow get back in touch with them. And somewhere deep within your heart, you know that this is not good for you. Understood? But look at it. You know that it is not good, and yet the temptation is there. Why do you think it is not good for you? Simply because you can imagine the worst case possibility that you will get back together with them. And you know what kind of a torture it was for you the first time around and how difficult it was for you to get out of it. There is no big point in getting back there. Maybe you graduated from primary school to high school by getting, say, 45% marks. And sometimes you feel tempted to go back to your primary school so that this time around you can do better and get 85% marks when you move ahead. But imagine actually trying to do that in real life. It's very, very unlikely that you'll actually be holistically happy doing that, because you're done with that already. You may have done very well, you may have done okay, you may have done a little poorly, but you managed to come ahead. So put in all the effort, put in all the sincerity that you have available with what is your current station in life, and you will be a lot happier, because what is past is past. Let it be. Make use of whatever inputs you got as this reply, and whatever inner guidance you get as a result of that, and definitely work on those. Thank you.